Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm gonna talk about how to price your cakes. This is tough when you're first starting out as a first time baker. One of the things that we'll do, I think I did it once, was I didn't call, I think I sent her a message on her page on Facebook. I'm like, how much do you charge for these cakes? How much do you charge for these cakes? So she sent me her menu or her catalog. Yes, she sent me her catalog, and then I looked at it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna press my cakes like this. No, don't do that. Don't do that. And pretending to be a client to another baker, I think is just insulting. Like, if you don't really know how to price, just come out and ask them, how do you price your cakes? So this question, I can't, if you send me a photo and you tell me how much can I charge for this cake, it's difficult for me to tell you how much you could charge for it. I could tell you how much I could charge maybe for something that looks like that, based on the ingredients that are going in the cake. And then also, if you send a photo, what size of cake is it? Is it 8 inch? Is it 10 inch? Is it 6 inch? Is it 4 inch? Usually photos don't tell what size of, it's hard to tell the size of the cake on a photo. So somebody was saying, you know, how much is this person charged 350, this person 500, another person 1000. So different people price charge differently for a different size cake. And also the products, the type of ingredients that go into the cake. Now recently I've been using a new brand of butter, and I wish I'd started with that, because my cakes are extra moist now. They're fluffy and they're just the way I've been wanting them to come out. So as a baker, depending on the clientele you're working with or what your plan is, like with your baking business, your niche, what kind of people you want to market to, that will also determine how much you price. So different bakers, same size cake will charge differently for it. For high end um, cakes or high end clients, where you want to use your cream cheese filling, you want to use some nice filling inside and just give them an overall good experience when they cut the cake, those cakes fetch a higher price. And depending on where you're getting it from, are you getting it from a home baker, somebody that's just baking from home, or are they baking, is that cake being bought from like a store? Because the pricing is different. Because you find, if you're a home baker, you're not paying rent. Chances are the rent is covered as a household. Yeah. And then uh, it's a bit difficult to separate some of things like electricity and water bill, washing your utensils. You use your own water from your home, but if you own a store, you're gonna have to pay for that water and labor. You're gonna hire people that will man your store. So when charging your cake, you charge differently from someone that's baking at home and someone that's baking from their store. So I can't pick a cake at Christina's and say I'm gonna charge my cake the way that Christina is charging, or Russian's cakes. Am I gonna cake couture? Am I gonna charge like the way that she charges? So people charge differently. So at the end of the day, you need to sit down and do the work, and it's boring. You need to sit down with your laptop or just with your calculator on the side and do the math. Break it down to the smallest unit so that you can see how much for baking powder, a teaspoon, how much does that cost, how many grams is that teaspoon. And if you're buying that whole 500 grams and you find 500 grams is like, I don't know, 60, 63 kwacha or 70 kwacha, depending on how much you spend, then how much is it per teaspoon in that cake? Is it 5 teaspoons going in? For baking soda, how many teaspoons are going in? For eggs, how many eggs are going in? How much per unit is an egg? So you're gonna come up with a price based on those unit things. And you find that baking a cake itself might not be as expensive. I mean, the butter that goes in the oven might not be as expensive as the things that come after. You're gonna need a box, you're gonna need a base, you're gonna need, now that we do high cakes, most people don't do those cakes that we were making back in the day, like it's pretty much a layer and you slice it. Yeah, most people aren't doing that. um So what what's best to do is now to charge based on what's going into the cake. So if it's a high cake, then you're gonna need that cling wrap, and the people putting their logos on, you printed that thing, so that needs to come out. So at the end of the day, you need to sit down, do your math, you need to pay, you need to get paid for labor, and also you need to pay yourself. And at the end of the day, you have enough profit to invest back in the business. If your vision is just to be a home baker that bakes occasionally, or it's just like a side hustle that you don't want to grow into anything, that's still okay, but you still need to be profitable. You're not running a charity cake business, unless that's what you're going with. But otherwise, your business needs to be profitable, so that you're able to continue with it. Otherwise, with time, you're gonna burn out, and it's gonna become difficult for you to serve your clients the way that you want to, the way that you need to, because you're not really getting your money's worth. And also, you will get frustrated because you're putting in all this work, but nothing much is showing so far. I know people say do something that you're passionate about. Absolutely, it will, I guess, help push you. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna start a business, the idea is you want to make money. So if what you're doing is not making you money, you need to go back to the drawing board and really think, what can I do, how can I do better? And in pricing, don't go to another baker, sit down, do your math, take that long hour or 2 or 3 to just break everything down. How much are you spending on flour? How much are you spending on butter? How much are you spending on transport to get your things? How much are you spending on those little small things, sprinkles, toppers? How much are you spending on those? And then that's how you come up with a price for a cake. So now you're gonna have a best price for a particular cake. Say if you cover it with cream, and then you cover it with you put your fillings or whatever it is, you covered it, but there's those extra things, like maybe somebody wants like a little rainbow on top. So all those things you have to take into account in your pricing. So sit down, do the hard work. It's not always pretty, it's not always interesting, but sit down and do the work, and then finally you'll be able to find where the problem might be, or where you're missing it in your pricing, and you'll be able to fix it. Alright, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll try my best to get back. If there are any other topics that you're interested in that you might want to know about, just comment in the section below, and we'll try and address those issues. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Kudos.